Okay, how's everybody doing? I've tried to do this video a few times and I keep having problems with it. Cuts off when I'm almost done. So I'm going to try to keep this a little shorter. Hopefully that won't happen. This is the next installment in this series that I'm doing on being in the military, and this particular video is on keys to success, right? If you're joining the military, okay, if you're still in that phase, if you're 16, 17, you're thinking you're going to join when you're 18, if you've already signed up, you're waiting to ship. Some things you can do, okay? Prepare yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, right? If you're the guy that's going to the gym, lifting a bunch of weights and stuff, that's great. But they're not going to tell you to go bench press a bunch of stuff at boot camp, right? Prepare for what you're doing. You're going to be doing a lot of push-ups and running and mountain climbers and 8 counts and sit-ups and general military exercises. Start doing those. They tend to give you little books with rank and insignias and general orders and stuff like that. Memorize that. That's huge. That is so huge. You can be as physical as you want, but if you don't know that information or you have a hard time remembering that stuff, your experience in boot camp and in the military is going to be a very painful one, regardless of how much you can bench press, or how buff you are. So the mental aspect is really, really huge. And here's a real big hint for you. They often combine the two. They might say, do a bunch of push-ups and recite the general orders, or the sailor's creed, or whatever. So practice those. Exercise real hard, and then try and remember rank and insignia and all that, because that's the military. It's mental and physical at the same time. That's kind of what makes it, in particular, difficult, right? You've got to be mentally and physically fit. Emotionally, just get ready for people to yell at you if you're going into boot camp. Spiritually, um, get your head in the right place there, because the military is a different world. It's a different world. If you're a religious person or whatever, talk to some people who are religious people who have been in the military and find out, because it's a different world that may shock you. So prepare yourself on those levels. Um, if you're already in the military, you haven't been in very long or whatever, general keys to success, honestly, they're basic stuff. It's just really, really basic stuff more often than not. Show up on time, which means 15 minutes early. That's on time in the military. Make sure your clothes are ironed and they're clean. A lot of people in the military smell like rotten milk. It's gross. Not a lot. That's not right. I don't mean to sound like that, but there are people who do, right? And you think to yourself, well, this is an adult, but you'll be surprised. So make sure your clothes are clean, that they're ironed, right? Look sharp. Be on time, right? Be respectful to people. That goes a really long way. Um, Keep your space clean. That's huge. The military is really big on cleanliness in general. So you're going to want to make sure that you are clean. Keep your stuff clean. Pick up after yourself. Haircuts. That's going to be something that's part of your life, is haircuts. Get one every 2 weeks, they say, is the way to go. You know, I did really well in the military. I got promoted first time up. A lot of extras, awards and accommodations and stuff like that. And I think a lot of that comes from volunteering. If they have something extra that needs done, volunteer for it. You're going to be amazed how far this goes, honestly. That goes on your evals. That means good evals. But most importantly, this is the point you want to get to. You want to be respected by the people that you work with and the people that you work for. You don't want to be the guy that nobody respects. You just don't. If people respect you, if they know you have a good work ethic, and you get done what you need to get done, that's huge. That is so huge in the military, because then your chain of command is going to feel comfortable giving you extra things, taskings that other people can't get done or whatever. Take on extra jobs, do all that. Now, just a little side note here, and I think I'm actually going to make another video on this in the series. Don't take on more than you can handle. Military is stressful on all levels. If you take on more than you can handle, you run the risk of burning yourself out or just getting into a space that you don't want to be. So be prudent and wise in what you do. So those are just some general tips, right? Just keep it simple. Be where you're supposed to be. Do what you're supposed to do, right? Be on time. Iron your clothes. Be clean. Volunteer for stuff. Just with those simple things right there, it'll blow your mind how far that goes in giving you success in the military. All right. So that's going to be all for this particular installment. Check out my other videos I've done and the ones that I'm going to do. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them, and I'll try to get to them. And if you have specific things you'd like to see a video on, leave that down and I'll see what I can do. I hope this helps you guys.